Hey, this is Ed. Welcome to Startup Series, myBenefits.ai. So this is episode 4. And so I want to welcome our guest right off the bat for episode 4, and that's Daxio Soni. Daxio, welcome to Startup Series.
Hi, Ed. Good morning. Thank you very much for the invited. Yes, super excited to be a part of it.
Yeah, we're going to focus this time on the tech, and then we'll talk about what your role is and everything. But just for the audience, just as a reminder, episode 1, we talked with the founder and CEO, Priyum, and he just talked about the genesis of myBenefits.ai. Episode 2, Priyum was back talking about and this is what happens in startups. You pivot. You start off attacking something one way. You find out through the real world that you need to pivot a little bit. So there was a great pivot that was done. And then a pilot, a very, very successful pilot in the US. And we talk about that. Episode 3, Priyum was back talking about a trip to India. So this is a global enterprise, myBenefits.ai is a global company. So went to India, got more customers, which is great because it's scale, right? Where there's going to be now instead of talking about hundreds or thousands, it'll be tens of thousands because that way we can continue to show and prove out the ROI. So today in episode 4, we want to talk about the tech. So thank you again for joining us and share with us what your role is with myBenefitsai and how long you've been part of the team.
Absolutely. So I'm a CTO at myBenefits.ai. So I'm responsible for all the technological implementations, product development, releasing to the customers. So I'm passionate about building technology solutions, giving back to the societies by taking different coding lessons and speaking at the conferences. So till now, part of 30 plus different talks and the coding lessons. Apart from that, yes, I'm a part of this team since 2 years with Priyum. We are building product. We did our pilot in India also, and we are doing full-fledged in coming months.
Yeah, it's very exciting. And so tell us about your relationship with Priyum. Like, did you know him before myBenefitsai? Tell us a little bit about your background story with Priyum and leading into myBenefits.
Yeah, we know each other through family friends, and we know each other for almost like 6 or 7 years. And of course, we know before myBenefits. So we got in touch with the family friends, and then we started the company together.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. So did you ever imagine when you were a young engineering student? I know you went to a very prestigious, institution, organization, and done a lot of great things. Did you ever imagine that you might be working in a healthcare startup someday?
To be honest with you, no, I never thought of doing any startup. Just like a small kid, I was like, okay, let's do the kind of schooling and then let's complete the engineering. But honestly, I have never thought of doing that. But yeah, that's how the life, gives you the milestone, and you do step by step, and then you land somewhere. And that's where I am right now at the healthcare startup.
Yeah, I always love it when super smart people get into healthcare to help us, to truly digitally transform. And so, yeah, let's talk about the platform a little bit from a tech perspective. Obviously, we can't give away all of our big secrets, what makes myBenefits.ai so amazing. But can you share a little bit high level on the platform? And then I want to ask you about a patent, because I think you recently were awarded your first patent. So yeah, tell us
Yeah.
sort of like high level the tech foundation.
Absolutely. So I know this is a fourth, episode, but let me just give you a quick, the blurb about the platform. So myBenefits is the AI platform for hospitals to streamline the hospital discharges and to provide the better post-care to the patients. So when we talk about technology, we are totally an AI-driven company, and AI is a core part of the product. So what we essentially do is that we build the personalized model for each patient to generate our intelligent discharge plan, and that consists of the patient education, recovery path, automated follow-ups, and our 24/7 available chatbot for patients, so that in the middle of the night, if they have any question about the surgery, if it's very basic or as complex as they can think, they can just pull out the phone, they can ask the question, and our engine, the chatbot, we call it the nurse flora. That's how we call our chatbot. So they can ask question and it can answer immediately. So under the hood technology, of course, we cannot do the all in for the technology, but we have a 3-layer information system that our engine connects to the hospital EHR. Our engine takes the data from the discharge summary and continuous integration of the patient to the system. And then we build a model, and then we provide these solutions that we just talked about.
Yeah, that's great. And the words, letters, AI are actually in the name of the company. Can you share anything about sort of how you leverage AI? Because, everyone says, oh, yeah, we do AI. But can you
Absolutely.
talk, how myBenefits.ai really is AI?
Very true. I mean, you're absolutely correct. So, you know what I'm thinking is that healthcare is not generalized. So that is our, fundamental thought process when we started doing the AI solution in healthcare, especially, right? Because every health solution, every health scenarios for a patient is different. No two patients are same. So we use AI for building personalized model to provide the care 24/7. So when we talk about the personalization, we have a 3-layer system. We have the first layer, which is like the generalized available healthcare data, such as like articles, what the research papers. So that is what is standard of care. But you know what? You might have a different scenario. Other patient might have a different scenario. So that's where our personalization model, which is what we call the AI engine, we take the EHR data, and that data is trained specifically for the individual patient. And that model is sitting behind our IDP and our platform. So 3-layer: first is standard of care, second is EHR, and the third is a discharge summary. That is the latest scenario. And we build a model, and that model is powering the 24/7 chatbot and other IDP processes.
Yeah, that's fascinating. It's very cool. Are you able to talk a lot at all about the patent? Like, I know you.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I can share the high level about the patent. So yeah, we recently filed a patent at the USPTO. So we are building something called a discharge radar. So it's like the airport radar that flights take off, flights come to the airport, and flights again take off. So it's like patients are coming into the hospitals, patients are getting treated in the hospital, and patients are going out. So the patent is like the radar system for the hospital is so intelligent that just like every morning the doctor can come and see the radar, and they can understand, okay, out of 100 patients, 30 are in the critical scenarios and 70 are doing well. So this way they can make the collective decisions. Okay, I don't have to spend a lot of time on 100 patients. We can just, take these 30 patients, and then we can provide the better care. So it's like analyzing the patients available in the hospital and also outside of the hospital, considering the hundreds of parameters and giving the high level radar view, so that they can, in just a matter of seconds, they can see how my patients are performing, just like, flights coming in and coming, going out.
Yeah, I've seen it. It's a game changer. I hadn't seen anything like that before, and so I can see why a patent was awarded for that. So that's really cool. Well, Drexel, thank you so much for being on the series and sharing about the technical aspects of the platform for myBenefits.ai. Is there anything else that you might want to share with the audience that's listening? And these are people who are watching that are sort of interested in what it's like being part of a startup. Any final thoughts that you might have?
Yes, I mean, I don't have any specific thought, but I just wanted to tell that, healthcare in India and also globally, it really requires solid AI solutions that can actually impact millions. So that is the thought process we are following up. And we just want to build something that is changing the life of the people who are actually frustrated. They don't know what to do after surgery. And, we are super excited. And thank you very much, Ed, for inviting me on the show.
Yeah, and it's great to connect and serve together. And we're doing something pretty amazing globally. So I can't wait after we drop this episode. We both sort of know what's happening on the horizon for myBenefits.ai. So everyone, stay tuned for the following week for episode 5, because there's some amazing more news that will be dropping at that point. So thanks everyone for watching, and again, thank you, Drexel, for being part of our show.